Hi, I hope everybody's doing well. This is a video to help you with the lesson in Chapter 6, Lesson 1 with translations. Your assignment was page 456, numbers 1 through 4, and page 457, 1 through 6. With translations, translation just means to slide an object. So we're going to be dealing with coordinates and shapes, and we are going to look specifically at just sliding the object in a certain direction. So I'm going to do a couple examples with you to kind of help you out with these assignments. So we're going to look at number 1. It says graph, and then it says triangle XYZ. That's what that little shape there means. It just means triangle XYZ with vertices -4 for the x, y is -3, -1, and z is 2, -2. So I'm going to go ahead and plot those points. I'm going to go -4 on the x, and then -4 on the y, and then I'm going to put a point right there, and that is coordinate x. That's x. Y is -3 and then -1, so I'm going to go down one more. So that is the y coordinate, or the y point. And then z is 2, -2. So 2 on the x and then -2 on the y. So that's going to be about right there. And that is point Z of my triangle. So I can create my triangle just like that. Now, this isn't a very good shape, but you get the idea. And then it says, then graph the image of triangle XYZ after each translation and write the coordinates. So that means this triangle is going to slide, and on number 1, notice it says 3 units right and 4 units up. So I'm going to go ahead, I'm going to choose a different color here. I'm going to start with X, and it's going to go 3 units to the right, so I'm going to go 1, 2, 3 to the right, and then 4 units up. So 1, 2, 3, 4. So point X is going to shift right there, and we are going to call this X prime. Okay, X prime. It's got a little apostrophe there, kind of, and that helps us signify that that is similar to the point X, but it's still different. And we're going to do the same thing with points Y and Z now. So point Y, we're going 3 units to the right, 1, 2, 3, and then up for 1, 2, 3, 4. And now since this is like point Y, we're going to call this point Y what? Y prime. That's right. And then lastly with point Z, we're going to go 3 to the right, 1, 2, 3, and up for 1, 2, 3, 4. And we're going to call this Z prime. And now we can draw that triangle. Okay, notice the triangle did not change size or shape. It is still congruent to each other, and now we just need to write the coordinates. So I'm going to say x prime was the coordinate 1, -1, 0, because we go -1 on the x. Y prime is at the point 0, 3. So 0, 3. And lastly, Z prime was at the coordinate 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 2. So 5, 2. And that is the translation for number 1. Okay. With number 4, so I'm going to skip a little bit, so that will kind of help you out with 2 and 3. With number 4, notice now we don't have a graph to help us. We're going to have to kind of visualize this a little bit, and we don't even need a graph for this. We can use the coordinates themselves. Okay, so on number 4 it says quadrilateral DEFG has vertices 1, 0. So I'm going to write this off to the side here. So D is 1, 0. Right? E is -2, -2. F is 2, 4. And G is 6, -3. Okay, and we need to find the new vertices, D prime, E prime, F prime, and G prime, after a translations of 4 units to the right and 5 units down. Okay, so we can think about this. If it's moving left or right, we know that has to be the x-axis, okay? So left or right, that refers to the x-axis. If it is moving up or down, that is referring to the y-axis. And if it's going left, well, that's going to be negative. If it's going right, that's going to be positive. And then same thing with up or down. Up's going to be plus, down's going to be minus. So if we're looking at this translation, 4 units right, oh, that's going to be positive. And 5 units down, that's the y, but that's going to be negative. So let's start with the 4 units right. It's going to change the x, so d prime. We're going to change the x plus 4. So 1 plus 4, well, that is 5. And 5 units down, so that's the y coordinate, and we're going to go minus 5. So 0 minus 5, that is negative 5. So negative 5 is the coordinate for d prime. And now we're going to do the same thing with E, F, and G. So we're going to add 4 to the x, so negative 2 plus 4, that is 2. And now I'm going to do the same thing with the y, but now I'm going to subtract 5. So negative 2 minus 5, that is negative 7. With f prime, that is going to be 2 plus 4, which is 6, and 4 minus 5, which is negative 1. And lastly, g prime is 6 plus 4, which is 10, and negative 3 minus 5, which is negative 8. And that is how you would do it without a coordinate plane. Now, you can always make a coordinate plane if you wanted to, but notice this is kind of nicer because we have bigger numbers, and we can just add and subtract. Okay. If you have any questions over these lessons, please let me know, but we are just simply sliding an object. That is what translations mean. Hope you're staying safe, and I hope this was helpful. Bye.